discuss the tentative agreement for the teacher master contract. So we're going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And we do have a quorum. All members are present. Mission statement, Mr. Hendricks.
Lebanon Community School Corporation challenges everyone every day to reach a new best.
Thank you. All right, Dr. Milliman, I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you, Mrs. Hutchinson. I'd first like to start this evening by thanking members of the LCTA bargaining team, Mr. Van Tilburg with us this evening representing that group, Susie Boyette, president of LCTA, and her team for another productive bargaining session. I've shared with the board a full draft of the tentative agreement this evening for your review. But just to hit some of the highlights, this is a one-year contract. The previous two ratifications of the board have been 2-year contracts. We are bringing a 1-year contract to the board this year for consideration. We did alter the bargaining unit definition slightly with the definitions of teachers that are represented in that bargaining unit membership. Under compensation in this year's contract, the average increase in salary for our teachers is 6.1%. That is reflected by $960, which will be added to the salary table, and then we'll be advancing the teachers an additional step on that salary table to get to that point in that raise in the compensation side. Contract does have a stipend for teachers that awards their perfect attendance. So we have kind of added some dollars to the contract for the teachers who do have a perfect attendance throughout the year. That will be distributed quarterly and be measured quarterly for the teachers that have perfect attendance for those quarters. We did alter some contract language. We clarified some of the immediate family definitions in the bereavement language, kind of reflecting what our family makeups are, making sure that we're sensitive to that. We edited the use of miscellaneous days, which a smaller and smaller portion, Mr. Van Tilburg has miscellaneous days, as that was phased out of the contract, I think, in 2012 or 13, somewhere in there. So some of our experienced teachers still have what's called miscellaneous days. So we did alter some of the language around that. Basically, just the rest of this contract was just clarifying, cleaning up some language, making it a little bit more clear, such as eligibility for our 403B retirement match, eligibility language around that, just making it a little more clear. Not a lot of contract language this year, just a lot of kind of cleanup items this year. Bulk of it was compensation, and then again the perfect attendance stipend for teachers. So happy to answer any questions, but again thank the LCTA for their productive time with us. This is obviously an opportunity for the public to speak if they so choose.
Do we have anyone signed up? Okay. I'm really glad to hear that we're able to increase salaries. I know there are a lot of districts that are not in that position at all. So I'm really glad that we're able to do that for our teachers.
My question was going to be in that, do you know of what other districts are, or what percentage of districts are able to?
Yeah, it varies. I haven't received any kind of spreadsheet or article. I just pay attention to the weekly articles that we receive as superintendents and school boards from the School Boards Association. I would say we're probably in the higher end of the ones that I've been looking at as far as a percentage across the board for teachers. Definitely competitive regionally. As Mrs. Hutchinson pointed out, some districts are in a position where they're looking at virtually a status quo contract in some locations. So we're happy to do what we can with the dollars that we've been provided.
Any other questions or comments for Dr. Millman? All right, that meeting is adjourned, and now we will open our regular school board meeting. This is a meeting of the school board in public for the purpose of conducting school corporation business and is not considered a public community meeting. There will be time for public participation as indicated on the agenda. The meeting site is fully accessible, and any person requiring further accommodation should contact the superintendent's office. So our first item is the approval of minutes from our September regular meeting. That was on September 16th. Can I have a motion to approve those minutes?
Make a motion?
Thank you, Mr. Havlin. A second?
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right, thank you. Superintendent's announcements and celebrations.
Thank you, Mrs. Hutchison. I do have one additional one that didn't make it into your notes this evening, board. I just want to take a second and congratulate our senior Bruce Halbin, who was named a commended scholar through the College Board through his I think he'd be a junior, I believe, through his PSAT test results. I got to get this backwards. Senior, because it would have been last year's PSAT when they do this for their senior year. But we celebrated him on social media. I want to make sure that we give him a shout out here at the board meeting as well, and I send him a congratulations on your behalf today as well. First wanted also to congratulate our Lady Tiger soccer team for winning sectional. It was the first time in our history to be able to pull that off in a nail-biting penalty kick rodeo that they do. That was quite a tense moment. But congratulations to Coach Wirtz and the girls, and they will be taking on Park Tudor right here in Lebanon on Thursday evening. So congratulations to them. I've added some pictures and
Can
some.
I add a note?
Please
to that?
do.
I attended that game, and what I applaud is the sportsmanship.
Yes,
After
thank
the
you for
game,
bringing
it
that up.
was, before celebrating, they wouldn't have consoled the player on the other team who missed the last penalty kick. She kneeled, and it was a great representation of this school district and of this community. So
Yep.
I think that says a lot about the character of that team. All of them collectively around her to console. It was phenomenal.
It's impressive.
And then went and celebrated.
Right.
So,
It's always emotional when you
yeah.
end in that tie, and then you're going
Terrible
through
way
that.
to lose, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was great for the students to be able to acknowledge that and have some empathy in that moment. So thank you for bringing that up. I appreciate it. I shared with the board a brief enrollment update. I shared some more precise documentations and charts in your weekly updates, but just sharing with you a history going back to 2020 of our fall enrollment data. We are 91 students. We certified 91 more students this year than last year. And of course, with that often comes the responsibility for more staffing, which obviously plays into how your revenue plays out as well. But we are trending up. It's about 11 students or so. Or I guess that's pretty precise, right? 11 students away from Dr. McKibben's forecast and his 10-year forecast. I spoke to him on Friday, and he said, if we're tracking like that, then I do not recommend. He said, I could take your school board's money and do another full-blown analysis, but if we're tracking at that level, I don't recommend that. He said, I think we're tracking where we would have forecast. We did not hit our home sales market or marks or assumptions that were baked into the forecast. So that might obviously move into those 11 students lower than his forecast. And that's been a trend nationally, regionally. Schools have been selling homes at a lower rate most recently than they had previously. So that plays into that. So just wanted to share that enrollment update with the board. I did include that information in my weekly 3 message that went out today as well. Tiger Cubs preschool, probably will be adding a lot of these in upcoming updates and also on my weekly 3 as well. Just getting that information out there. The Facebook page is live, so we invite people to go out. You can just search on Tiger Cubs preschool. You'll see our cool, cuddly new logo mascot.
So cute.
So when you see that in the gold and black, you'll know you're in the right place. And you can like and follow that page. The updates will be there. We will begin receiving applications for that after the first of the calendar year, begin talking more seriously about staffing and things of that nature. So we'll be bringing that information. But I do invite people to go out and follow that page because it is up and live. Last update this evening, I just wanted to take a moment publicly to thank the City of Lebanon, Jason Lawson, his team, the city street crew. Mrs. Hutchison actually pointed it out at one of the open houses at the new Central Elementary that we might need some traffic control, some stop signs, and some just kind of help us navigate that campus a little more. So we reached out to Jason Lawson, and within a week, the city had installed 5 new stop signs on our campus for us. And so we appreciate that. I'll be sending a formal letter on the board's behalf to the mayor as well, thanking them for their support of that. So we just thank them for that partnership, for making our kids and staff as safe as possible. That's all I have for my announcements.
All right, thank you. We're going to move on to informational items. We have several first reading policy updates. Dr. Norman?
Yes, you have them in front of you. Any questions that might be burning for the board, we'll be happy to answer them now. If not, we can answer them offline as well.
Any questions? All right. Moving on to consent agenda staff matters.
If there's not any questions, I would just recommend the board's approval of our consent agenda for staff matters, which this evening would include 2 sections of classified staff, our certified staff consent agenda, and our ECA staff agenda as well. Without any, happy to answer any questions you have. If not, I recommend approval of that consent agenda.
Any questions? Can I have a motion to approve the agenda items as presented for classified, certified, and ECA staff?
Yeah, I'll move to approve as outlined.
Thank you, Mr. Clauser.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Havlin. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right. Moving on to business matters.
Yep, thank you.
Mr. Dennis.
2 items for me. Financial update provided for the board this evening. As always, any questions, happy to answer those prior to reading the claims. Perfect. 2 payrolls for this period totaling $2,384,014.53. Claims for the time period $2,284,193.80 for a total of $4,668,208.33.
Okay. Can I have a motion to approve the claims as presented?
So moved.
Thank you. I will second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right, thank you. Mrs. Beltran, do we have anyone signed up for comments? All right. Action items. Mr. Dennis, your favorite change orders.
Active log this month, and the product of a busy summer, and Myron Agem getting caught up with paperwork from a busy summer. As far as the elementary projects, seeing a lot of closeouts. The few remaining prime contracts that we have active with a balance to finish on them are due to some final touch-ups that are necessary to use and do next week when students aren't in the building. And so I anticipate being able to bring an end to all outstanding prime contracts for Perry Worth, Central, and Harney come hopefully December. November may be a bit ambitious to get that paperwork through, but perhaps November. Moving forward into the middle school, fairly benign month, just one there for a small amount of storefront glass. Stokes, a fair amount, again, from a busy summer and for a few changes. The bulk of our change orders we'll see in terms of number associated with this building. Again, a lot of the site work that took place over the summer for some issues that arose in the field that needed to be handled. And then finally, what Myron Agem and Mr. Byer was here last month talking about with our situation with the existing Central Elementary and the renovation, seeing some of those large ticket items that he was sharing that evening, bringing to the board tonight for official change order approval. So any questions about any of those, happy to answer. Otherwise, appreciate a motion to approve those.
It's like a lot of credits, so
Yeah,
Yes.
what we like to see.
as they're closing out, cleaning up everything.
And that's going to happen on the elementary jobs as the allowance was included. Again, the other jobs, there was no allowance provided, so it required change order. But yes, the elementary projects, it's always good to see numbers in red on there.
Yeah, for sure.
In the good side of the risk.
I guess, right, that's correct, yeah.
We're on the winning
Yeah.
side of the
We're on the winning side of the
issue,
risk.
yes.
I'll make a motion to approve the change orders as presented by Mr. Dennis. Can I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Hendricks. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right, moving on to budget request resolution approvals.
Culmination of the budget process here. State law says 3 resolutions get approved tonight at the budget hearing. 1, approving the tax rate, which is the resolution for appropriations and tax rate, and then resolutions approving our bus replacement plan and our capital projects plan. Obviously, we've had a hearing over this. We've had a board work session over this. So nothing changed, obviously, just finishing the process with approving the resolutions. We'll get that uploaded as I'm required to within 5 days of approval. So before we leave for fall break, I'll have this uploaded, and then we're waiting on our budget representative to work our budget before we approve the final tax rate with AV coming in where it is. I do believe our tax rate will approach 90 cents flat compared to 97 cents from this year. So quite a dip in the tax rate. I believe that will plummet us to the bottom of Boone County in terms of school corporation tax rates in Boone County. So any questions, happy to answer. Otherwise, I think we can probably take all 3 of these at once if possible.
Okay. Any questions? Can I have a motion to approve the 3 resolutions as presented for bus replacement, capital projects, and appropriations and tax rates?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Mr. Parks. Can I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Mr. Glauser. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay. Thank you. Classified insurance premiums, Mr. Dennis.
Yes, open enrollment is right around the corner, and health insurance has not gotten cheaper for anyone, including the plan. And bringing to the board this evening an increase in contributions to health insurance for classified staff. As a reminder, increases to certified staff is a bargainable item that would have taken place with the negotiation of the teacher contract. There were no increases to insurance contributions bargained for the teacher contract. Classified staff, it is the administration's ability to solely determine those. And so in your board background notes, I've provided the increase to each tier, and is roughly $500 per tier. Continue to try to keep insurance affordable to classified staff, especially. These folks make our schools go, and it's important, as some of these folks literally work for the benefits, and maintaining affordability with these, I think, are crucial for the school corporation to continue to be able to attract and retain classified staff members. So happy to answer any questions, but otherwise appreciate the board's consideration of these increases to classified insurance premiums for next plan year 2026.
Any questions or comments? Can I have a motion to approve the classified insurance premiums as presented?
So moved.
Thank you, Mr. Clauser. Can I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Havlin. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right. Thank you. Second reading policy updates. Dr. Millman.
Obviously presented these last time. Thank Mr. Martin for his hard work on these updated policies. Mr. Dennis is the author of the first reading policies. I was remiss in thanking him earlier for that as well. So any questions you may have, Mr. Martin will be happy to answer them as he's penned these edits for you this evening.
And as a reminder, this was for use of medication, environmental health and safety issues, emergency preparedness plans, and the head lice policy. Can I have a motion to approve the second reading policy update?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Mr. Hendricks. Can I have a second?
I'll second.
You should second
Thank you,
that,
Mr. Havlin. All in favor say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Okay. Dr. Milliman, a donation from the Boone County Health Department.
Yes, once again, touting our partnerships with the community and community organizations, and obviously the Boone County Health Department helping us out with some more AEDs for our buildings, and these are in the amount of $3,600 if we were to go out and buy them ourselves. So anything over $1,000, as you know, we bring to the board for your approval. We'll make sure we get them a thanks for their donation from our office.
How many total do we have now?
We won't let us have one within 3 minutes of every space.
Okay.
So these two were added, so I don't remember the total off the top of my head. It's like three mounted in this building and 2 portable.
Okay.
One is at the baseball diamond for an additional one at the middle school. There's like 3 bigger elementaries. 2 was enough at Central, interestingly.
So we're in compliance with,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
all right.
But I can't tell you the exact total number.
There has to be response time during our afternoon, evening athletics as well, so that's part of our trainers having been equipped with them as well. So
And these are new, not replacements, correct?
These were 2 new ones,
Okay.
yes.
And then the service comes through.
The nurses maintain logs of battery life and pads. Thankfully, they've been able to locate a device that uses the same pad for the children, so they just have to use a key for child search as opposed to having a different pad.
Well, we thank the health department for those. Hopefully we never have to use them, but it's nice to know they're here if we do. Can I have a motion to approve the donation of the AEDs?
I will make that motion.
Thank you, Mr. Havlin. Second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Mr. Parks. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Wow, this was a very fast meeting. We were ready for fall break.
I don't know.
Speaking of fall break, that is next week, the 20th through the 24th. So we hope everyone, teachers and parents and students and everyone have a great fall break. Our next meeting will be November 18th right here in this room, and then it'll be Thanksgiving before we know it. So have a great fall break, everybody.